And I'm telling you, you will come back to this video and say, Nia, you saved my life. Like, I'm certain that you will say, Nia, you saved my life and I love you and you're the best and let's be friends. That's what you'll say. I could sweat through anything. I could sweat through a parka, and that's just my truth. Guys, I could never wear a gray shirt around outside, especially not in the summer. All right, hi you guys. Welcome to my channel. I'm back. Oh my gosh, I didn't even do my edges today. I didn't even notice. 1 second. Okay, edges are done like a little bit. I just don't have the time to really lay them down. I don't have the energy for that. You guys have been begging me to bring my viral content from TikTok over to YouTube and make longer form videos of them. So that's what we're doing today. I am so excited. It's been way too long. It's been like a year, I think, since I sat down and filmed a YouTube video, like face to face, me and you, just me and you. It's been a long time, girl. It has been a long time. I have a whole baby now. Anyway, so today we're gonna go over hygiene tips that I wish I knew sooner. There are so many hygiene tips that I had to figure out on my own. If you're young out there, you're in high school, you're in college, who knows, you're a grown woman. Hopefully I can make this process a little bit easier for you and you can take my tips and go live your best life, because I feel like there are so many things that I had to learn through trial and error and through stinking and just going through a whole bunch of different stuff. I had to go through the trial and error, and I'm trying to save you from having to go through the trial and error. I'm just putting you guys on because if you don't have a big sister, you don't have anybody in your life to teach you, I got you. Tip number 1, this is my biggest tip. You guys have heard it in all of my like shower routine videos. Double cleansing, double cleansing, double cleansing. I was thinking one day years ago, I was like, if you're supposed to double cleanse your face with like an oil cleanser or like something to like remove the makeup and then do the real cleanse, why are we not double cleansing the rest of our body? Like, that just didn't make sense to me. So I'm like, let me get down to business and figure out how to double cleanse. So my favorite way to double cleanse is with the bar soap first and then my smell good soap afterwards, like whatever body wash you want to use, scented body wash you want to use. Personally, for me, I prefer the Dr. Bronners or the Dial Antibacterial. Those are my two. I keep going back and forth between those just because if you are somebody who's stinky, who sweats, if you go to the gym and you have like body odor, that's completely normal. If you have body odor, it's fine, okay? But if you're somebody who stinks, because like I can't lie, when I get sweaty, I stink. I try to avoid getting sweaty at any point in time because I will be stinking, girl. So like I try to avoid it. But if I do have like a really sweaty workout where I'm like, girl, that is woo, okay, I hop in the shower and I double cleanse. And my first cleanse is always a bar soap because number 1, bar soap is much cheaper than whatever bottle, whatever fancy bottle. Even if you're using like more affordable body wash like from Target or Walmart or dollar store or whatever, usually the bar soap is even cheaper than that. So first of all, it saves you money to double cleanse, number 1, because you're not using multiple washes of your regular body wash. Number 2, that is what breaks down the stinkiness, especially if you're using an antibacterial one. That is what breaks down the stinky smell underneath your arms. So once you rinse that off, once you've washed your armpits down, you can go in with your smell good, and that smell good will linger. It's not trying to mask any stinkiness, trying to break down any odors. It has one job, to make you smell good. Do you know what I mean? That's why I love double cleansing. I feel like it changed my life. I feel like I smell so much better getting out of the shower. I just feel like sometimes people will be like, oh, I shower every day, but you still smell like a little tinge of something on them. And if that's you, that's okay, but I'm just telling you that it's probably because you're not like washing enough underneath your armpits or in like certain body parts. Because if you're still smelling a scent after you get out of the shower, like in the shower, you should be lifting up your armpits, getting a whiff, and if there's still any lingering scent, you need to scrub more, okay? I don't make the rules. Number two, there is a difference between antiperspirant and a deodorant, okay? I know that kind of sounds like common sense, but for me, it wasn't. I am a sweater. I don't know what it is. I need to go to the hospital and get it figured out. Like I need to go to the doctor. I need to get Botox underneath my arms. I think I have hyperhidrosis. I think that's what it's called. Whatever this is. I think I have that, like I really do, because ever since I was younger, like I just sweat profusely and I have anxiety sweat. Like anytime anything makes me slightly uncomfortable, like even just like a little bit, like somebody says hi to me in public and I'm like not prepared, baby, I'm talking like waterfall. Like my armpits are sweating, my back is sweating, my face is sweating, like everything is sweating, and it's out of control. Only way for me to stop that, I found out, is by using a very strong antiperspirant. I know what they're gonna say in the comments. Don't use antiperspirant, your body's supposed to sweat, babe. It's either antiperspirant or like you're gonna be smelling the most rank smell you've ever smelled in your life walking past me. Like I don't have a choice. If you're somebody who can avoid wearing an antiperspirant and just use a nice little deodorant and you don't sweat too much, I love that for you. But for me, and for the girls who sweat dripping down to their legs, there's just simply not like They're simply not an option. I have to use antiperspirant. I have to. So if you are somebody who sweats a lot and you constantly, like, I'm talking through sweating through puffer jackets, sweating through sweatshirts, sweating through like literally anything. I could sweat through anything. I could sweat through a parka, and that's just my truth. So I need an antiperspirant. So what I do is the antiperspirant that I use is Certain Dry. I like Certain Dry. Please reach out because I need an endless supply of Certain Dry. I really, really do. But that is my favorite antiperspirant. There's nothing better. In my opinion, there is like Mitchum. That one works pretty well. There are other antiperspirants for sure, and they do work, but Certain Dry has never let me down. Never, ever, ever. If you look on the bottle, it'll actually tell you with antiperspirant, you're supposed to put it on at nighttime. So what I'll do is put it on after I shower at night, put it on, let it dry before I start like putting on my clothes or like moving around too much. It may tingle, it may have a slight burning sensation, but it's really important, like, don't put this on after you shave. Give yourself a couple days, because when you put the Certain Dry on and it dries down, it will, like, the effects of the Certain Dry will last longer than just one day and the day after. So if you shave, like, shave the day after you put it on, if that makes sense. So you're not putting on the antiperspirant onto directly shaven skin, because you'll want to scratch your skin off, okay? I'm just warning you. I'm just warning you. I won't sweat. If I have a big event, if I have something that is going on, or if I just know I'm going out and I'm wearing a gray shirt, like, I could never wear gray shirts, you guys. I could never wear a gray shirt around outside, especially not in the summer. Like, ever. I could never wear a gray shirt. I could never wear long sleeve shirts because I would just have to sit like this because I would have huge sweat stains. Certain Dry, I will have like the feeling of sweating, if that makes sense. And everywhere else will sweat if I'm like working out or something like that. Everywhere else will sweat. Head will sweat, back will sweat, everything else. But I will not have a single pit stain, not a single pit stain at all. It's incredible. It's a miracle worker. So if you are somebody who is sweaty, or you, like I said, have an event or somewhere you need to be, and you know, like a speech or something, and you know you might get a little bit anxious and start sweating, get that Certain Dry, apply it the night before, and I'm telling you, you will come back to this video and say, Nia, you saved my life. Like, I'm certain that you will say, Nia, you saved my life and I love you and you're the best and let's be friends. That's what you'll say. I'm gonna keep this video to general hygiene tips, and then I'm going to make a specific feminine hygiene tip video. So if you're looking for more feminine hygiene tips, that'll be a completely separate video because I feel like it's just better to have them all grouped into one. So we're just gonna stay on general overall hygiene. Glycolic acid or salicylic acid on your bikini line. If you get like really bad bumps and irritation down there, like you need to do some type of exfoliating. I get really bad ingrown hairs, like really bad ingrown hairs, and it is terrible. It is just like, it doesn't look cute. It doesn't feel cute. Nothing about it is cute. So for me, after I shave, I put on a PhD, it's called the PhD Vanish Stick, and I believe that is salicylic acid. It's like a specialized like salicylic acid roll-on, but you can use just like the ordinary glycolic acid, Paula's Choice salicylic acid. Like, you can use any of these like little skincare products for this area. It just depends on whatever, you know, appeals to you the most. I can link some of my favorites down below. I'll link everything that I'm talking about. I'm gonna get better at linking stuff, you guys, promise. A salicylic acid or a glycolic acid or some type of exfoliating agent, like maybe a lactic acid or something, whatever works best for your skin. Typically whatever works on your face, I feel like works great for the rest of your body. Apply that to your bikini line after you shave, and trust me, your ingrown hairs will like they'll just like dry up and like just dishevel and they'll just like go away. They'll just go away. They'll go away. And it might not be a complete cure, because I'll talk about this in a completely different video, like a hygiene, like a bikini line, like tips video again, because like I just don't want this video to be 70 years long. Okay, that's all. That's it. But I'll remember to make a separate video on all my tips for a clean shaven bikini line. But if you have a good routine, a good prep routine prior to shaving, waxing, laser, whatever it is that you do, and then you use glycolic acid or salicylic acid or some type of thing down there, make sure you're only, like, please don't, let's just make a preface. Everything that I'm speaking about, unless I explicitly say it goes inside of your hooheener, okay? Unless I explicitly say that, nothing goes up there, okay? So many people, I get so many DMs and they're like, are you supposed to put it inside? Girl, no, you're not supposed to put glycolic acid inside, up in there, okay? No, no. You wanna make sure that you're keeping it like only to like where most of the hair grows. I know some people can grow hair on like the inner parts, but just keep it like where you can see, where you can see. Where if you were wearing a bikini, maybe like a little tight little bikini, you could see this stuff going on, okay? You don't need to be putting it all up inside the crevices. That's just unnecessary. Oh my gosh, get an African net sponge. Get an African net sponge. Or if you are somebody who's a loofah or a rag, make sure you are changing out your loofah and or rag often. Those things collect so much bacteria and you can't really wash them. I mean, you can wash the rag, but make sure that you're washing it often, okay? Like, you do not want to let that sit in the shower, build bacteria, keep washing your body with it. Like, it is building so much bacteria every single time you wash your body, and then it's just hanging there and festering so much bacteria. You're just washing yourself with a dirty cloth. And I know you think like, oh, well, I use soap with it, so it's clean. It's not clean. It's not clean. It's sitting there in the shower, wet, sopping wet, and then growing all types of bacteria on it. Again, I don't make the rules. I'm not a scientist, but that's what's happening. So in my opinion, the best way to avoid that is literally just get an African net sponge. I will link my favorite two. There's one on Amazon that I really like, and then there's one from Bellanomi? I don't know. I forgot the name, but I ordered it from a lady on TikTok. She runs her own shop, Authentic African Net Sponges, and they come in all different types of cute colors. Like, I have like a hot pink one, but there's black, orange, purple, like whatever you want, she has them, and they're very long, very stretchy. You can get your back with them, you can get your crack with them, you can get everything with them, and they're amazing. They don't hold bacteria nearly as bad as a washcloth or a loofah does. They do not hold bacteria because they dry completely, and you can keep them forever if you want, like years if you want, because you can just toss them in the wash when you wash your clothes, get them out, and then put it back in the shower. I have two, so I'm using one, and then I wash one, rotate it out, wash the other one, you know what I mean? Like, I just keep it on rotation to make sure that mine is staying fresh and clean. I just feel like you'll find that you're getting a much better clean if you have clean materials to work with. You know what I mean? You guys get it. You guys get it. Please don't forget about your hands and your feet. Like, if you, like, underneath your nails, hygiene is so important, especially I'm like checking, just double checking I'm not talking to you guys and then also having crumbs underneath my nails. I do have a baby, so sometimes working with his stuff, I do be getting crumbs underneath my nails, but make sure that when you are washing in the shower, washing your hands, just all of like the maintenance that you do, make sure that you are scrubbing underneath your nails, especially if you are a person who has very long nails. I know a lot of stuff can get stuck in there and it's not your fault. It's just the way that it is with having long nails. Make sure that you're really getting in there and really scrubbing when you are in the shower, especially underneath your toes. So make sure that you're cleaning underneath your fingernails. It is just like something that's really small that I feel like a lot of people forget, especially when they're washing their hands. They don't make sure to really scrub underneath their nails, but there's a lot of bacteria that stays underneath there, and especially on your feet and your toes. A lot of people are under the impression, there was like a poll that I saw where it was like how many people wash their legs and feet in the shower, and it was like disturbing. It was disturbing the amount of people that don't wash their feet or legs in the shower. They just think like, well, if I wash my armpits and everything up here, the water's just trickling down, the soap's trickling down. It's 2024. It's 2024, going into 2025. There's no reason you should be under the impression that your body is getting cleaned by soap trickling down. It doesn't work like that. You need to scrub and you need to exfoliate. Now, you don't have to exfoliate your skin off like I like to do. I love to just scrub my stuff raw, basically. But you need to exfoliate and you need to scrub in between your toes, underneath your toenails. You need to just get your feet. Your feet are coming in contact with so many things. There's a reason why people's feet stink. Your feet stink. Your feet are stinking. Like, if I were to smell my feet right now, they probably aren't that stinky because I wash them every single night in the shower and I scrub them and I have a routine for them. Especially if you're somebody who's active and does sports, does like a lot of walking around, whatever. I know that your feet get stinky, so we need to make sure that we're taking care of them and really washing in the shower. Don't skip that step, because I feel like a lot of times people are like, I don't know why I smell bad. Like, I wash a lot in the shower, but you're just skipping like all of these small little steps that if you skip them all will add up and have a little like cloud of like stinkage around you. You know what I mean? Like a little stink. When you get out of the shower and you've done your routine and you've put on your lotion, your body oil, all of that, spray your perfume onto the body oil or lotion or whatever it is that you like to use after the shower, because it'll stick onto that and you'll be smelling good all day. You want it to have, like, a lot of people put like just a little Vaseline or Aquaphor or something before they spray their perfume just on their wrist, if that's something you want to do too. But that will help your perfume last so much longer. You can also do it behind your neck, like add a little bit behind your neck, a little bit of oil or something, and then spray your perfume on top of that. You guys, your perfume will last way longer, especially if you have like a more affordable version of a perfume, like maybe a dupe or something that doesn't last quite as long as the original. Adding it on top of something that is going to stick to your skin, I'm telling you, it makes the biggest difference. I wish I would have known that so much earlier. I'm telling you right now, that would have changed the trajectory. that would have changed the I can't even say that word, trajectory of my life. If you are somebody who doesn't want to spend money or doesn't have the funds to purchase like a really high-end perfume that lasts like hours and hours and days and days and days, because the perfumes can get expensive. They can get up there in price. If you're somebody who doesn't have that, all of those little hacks, like spraying your perfume onto your Vaseline, will save you so much money, and you'll get the vibe that you have a really long-lasting, luxurious perfume without having to spend that much. Scent layering is my last tip for the overall hygiene video. Scent layering will change your life. If you are somebody who wants to smell like vanilla all day long, you need to take the steps like all day long. I'm not talking for a couple hours. I'm talking like all day long. Like you want your life to be a vanilla life or a lavender life or whatever it is that you want to smell like, whatever you want your signature kind of scent to smell like. You need to be layering that throughout your entire routine. So when it starts in the shower, you guys know that I like to double cleanse. So I'll use just an unscented bar soap, and then I will use a vanilla body wash. And once you get out of the shower, you want to use vanilla scented or things that would blend well with vanilla. So you would want your body lotion to be vanilla or like something creamy, maybe sugary, something like that. And then the same thing if you use a body oil, and then the same thing for your deodorant, and then the same thing for your perfume. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't have to be vanilla, 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 vanilla. But for me, like I like vanilla lavender, I like vanilla and warm sugar. So like there's certain scents that I will pair together and layer so that my scent is like very like poof. You know what I mean? It's not overbearing, but once you smell, like once you get a hint of me, like it lingers. It's not just like I spray a perfume on and then that's gone in an hour, and then as I'm out and about, like you can't smell anything. No, if you want a lingering scent, it starts with your hair products. It starts from the very beginning of the routine, and this doesn't have to be expensive. There's tons of affordable ways to get this done. You don't have to think like, oh my gosh, I can't do that because I don't have hundreds of dollars to spend on hygiene routine. You can do this in a completely affordable way. But yeah, there are so many benefits when it comes to scent layering, especially if you're somebody who feels like you can never get your scent to last. I know there are some girls who are like, no, I'm good with one spray of perfume, and I'm like, that's good for you, but for me that doesn't work. Unless the perfume is like extremely long lasting. Like I have a couple back here that like no matter what you do, you can't even outrun the scent. I could sprint 7 miles, get them all to kind of smell cohesive and work really well together, because that will help your scent last much longer. Those are all my hygiene tips for today. Stay tuned. If you like this type of video, please stay tuned, because I have lists of hygiene tips that I want to share with you guys, just to make somebody's life like a tiny bit easier and not have to struggle as much as I did with hygiene and like just learning and going through trial and error. So hopefully something here helped you. Leave things in the comments that have helped you too, because we're just people over here trying to get your life. So if you have any tips that saved your life when it comes to hygiene or smelling good, please let everybody know in the comments down below. And if you stayed this long, you can enter into the giveaway. Make sure that you like and comment and subscribe to the channel if you're not already, and just leave a comment down below. You'll automatically be entered in if you're subscribed and you like the video and you leave a comment. Whether or not you want to be entered in, I don't know. And give me some way to contact you, like your Instagram handle or your TikTok handle or something like that, so that I can reach out and get your information to ship out the products to you, because sometimes people will enter into the giveaway but there's no way for me to contact them, and then when I'm responding to their comments they won't ever like come back to the comment. So you miss out on the giveaway, and I don't want that to happen. So make sure that you give me like your IG, your TikTok, some type of handle, social media handle that I can reach out and DM you on and let you know that you won. It'll be a lot of hygiene products, a lot of skincare products, a lot of smell good products, just goodies, okay? Just goodies that I know that you guys are going to want. So make sure that you enter into the giveaway, and thank you guys so much for watching. I love you, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.